Hey everyone, and welcome back to Real Talk Weekly. I'm Jenna Giglio, and we're a movie-loving crew to deliver you the top 5 moments from the world of film this fall. From box office shockers to behind-the-scenes buzz, we've got everything you need to know to stay in the know. I'm here with my amazing co-hosts today, Roopika and Caroline, and trust me, we have some opinions. All right, I'll start us off with coming in at number 5 this week, Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere. It's the latest biopic about rock star legend Bruce Springsteen, set to hit theaters on October 24th, 2025. So, as this biopic is coming out, I'm just curious, do you guys think there's been an increase in wave about biopics? The past few years, I feel like there's been sort of a craze coming into 2024. Movies have been a lot of centered around like these leading male biopic conversations. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people think it's maybe like a easy way to get in the Oscar conversation.
True.
Very emotional, easy to capture something we all know and love. People love music. People are gonna show up for Springsteen, just like how they did for Bob Dylan and Timothée Chalamet. Yeah. And you know what? He kind of almost took it for Best Actor.
I agree, and I think having the leading male in these movies kind of be like, what is it that they call them, like the lover rap boys? Like, it's like Timothée Chalamet and Jeremy Allen White are bringing in such a niche group of girls who are not necessarily Bruce Springsteen fans or not necessarily Bob Dylan fans. Like, I watched the Bob Dylan movie just because I'm a fan of Timothée Chalamet and not really a fan of Bob Dylan, but anyways.
I agree. I feel like it's almost like an easy cash grab. I feel like in my head, the way that these movies have been made recently is giving the same format as in trying to remake movies that are originals, like Freaky or Friday and stuff like that. It just feels very cash grabby because of the actors that they choose to put too. It's very like, we'll get this type of audience for sure, and we'll also get this type of audience who are like actual OG Bruce Springsteen lovers and things like that, and they're trying to just get, you can kind of tell, but I mean, if the movie's good, then we can talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see. Something specific that stood out to me about this movie in particular is that it's not focused on his whole life and his whole come up, but it's kind of focused on a specific moment within Bruce Springsteen's life. It zeroes in within his period of time where he was writing his Nebraska album in 1982. Like I said, Jeremy Allen White is Springsteen with heavy hitters alongside him as Jeremy Strong and Stephen Graham in the cast, which I feel like should be interesting. But specifically because it's in this time period of life within his Nebraska album, I feel like it was kind of a what do I do now phase of a legend, which I don't know about what you guys think, but I think that could be almost more relatable as an audience member watching this movie as opposed to relating to someone's life in a whole, kind of similar to Freddie Mercury, the Queen biopic. I feel like that one is a little bit less relatable, and zeroing in on issues like mental health throughout writing an album could be interesting for viewers.
Yeah, I agree. I'll be sat mostly for like the cast.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I like the names.
Yeah.
Jeremy Strong always like gives a lot. So like, I'm interested in that. I don't know a lot about Springsteen.
Yeah.
My dad's not a fan, so I didn't grow up listening to it, controversially kind of.
My dad is a fan, so that's why I'm watching it. Yeah.
So I'm unfamiliar, but like, I'm interested to see what it's about.
Me too.
We'll see.
Well, that's my take on number 5. So I'm going to pass it on to Caroline. What's up at number 4 this week?
Number 4, we've got Frankenstein, directed by Guillermo del Toro, starring Oscar Isaac as Dr. Victor Frankenstein, Jacob Elordi as the Creature, and Mia Goth as Elizabeth Harlander. This has a limited theatrical release, October 17th, which was this past weekend, and it's a Netflix original, so it's going to be on Netflix November 7th. Based off of the novel of the same title by Mary Shelley. What do we think about another Frankenstein situation?
I'm honestly, just off the bat, I'm a little bit disappointed that it's getting released on Netflix on November 7th. I think they've missed a huge opportunity with releasing it before Halloween. I'm not a huge novelist myself, as I am sitting here critiquing movies, but so I don't know too much about the whole Frankenstein plot. I can't even pronounce it, but I think that they kind of missed out releasing it a week after Halloween. That's just my take. I think viewers like me who don't know much about the plot would be interested in watching it as kind of a pre-Halloween spooky, scary, get in the vibe type situation. So I don't know. I think I might be out on it a week after Halloween.
Yeah, I think, like I said earlier, my biggest issue is having such big A-list celebrities like Jacob Elordi and Mia Goth. I love Mia Goth as an actress, and I think for such movies she's a really good actress. But when I think of Jacob Elordi, I just see his face so much. I don't know if I really want to see him as Frankenstein, because that's just Jacob Elordi as Frankenstein, not Frankenstein. You know,
The creature.
a creature.
He who should not be named.
Right. I'm gonna go into number 3. So we have Tron Ares. This is the 3rd installment in the Tron series. The movie set in a near future world where artificial intelligence programs, once confined to the digital realm known as the grid, have begun crossing over into reality. The story centers around Ares, a highly advanced AI program created by a powerful tech magnate. Ares is sent from a digital world into the human world on a dangerous mission to mark humanity's first direct encounter with sentient AI beings. So, what do you guys think about an AI sentient movie? I think that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I think it's very timely. So I
Mhm.
think people will tune in to watch it just to kind of gain knowledge on AI as a whole, which could be dangerous in certain retrospects, depending on how informative the film is. So I
Mhm.
guess I'd be really interested in just to absorb all the information that they have and see how that goes over with the critics.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I want to mention that also the main actors in this movie are Jared Leto and Evan Peters. So, what does that make you feel like? I mean, there's many mixed reviews about this movie. Critics don't like it. A lot of the audience members like it. Nine Inch Nails is made the musical composition, so that's another way people are coming to the theaters to watch this movie. What do you think?
Personally, not a big fan of Jared Leto. That's kind of making me hesitant. I have been considering watching just because of the Nine Inch Nails original score, because I do think they kill it every time. Challengers, for example, I listen to that regularly, I fear. But yeah, I'm not feeling super. I'm not running for that. I'm not running.
Yeah.
I'm running for Evan Peters, though. I have a
Mm.
soft spot for him, especially because he's been filming like such devastating, what are they called again? Method acting
Mhm.
pieces.
Very
like,
heavy.
Yeah, very heavy for him. And I know he's spoke out about that and how it's affected him as an actor. So I hopefully that this film kind of alleviated him from some of that stress. What do you guys think?
I mean, hopefully. I mean, it seems like kind of an intense movie, but for it being sci-fi and action-based, I
It's a
think it
little bit
definitely it's a little bit different. It's something more, something you can have fun with,
True.
and something a little bit more lighthearted.
Yeah, I agree.
Speaking of lighthearted, number 2, we have Good Fortune. This is written and directed by Aziz Ansari, who's also starring in it with Keanu Reeves, who plays a guardian angel, also with Seth Rogen, Sandra Oh. This is a comedy film about guardian angels. Are they real? What if they were? Very funny moment, life swap situation with a venture capitalist. What are we thinking? We in for something silly?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that kind of seems like a goofy way to spin off of like our finance world
Mhm.
and everything that goes into that mixed with like the voodoo extraterrestrial.
Mhm.
I don't know. Like I just think that would be a goofy way to kind of bring some lighthearted jazz into the world that we live in today. And I think it's kind of timely in that way. And Seth Rogen's hilarious. So
Yes.
is Keke Palmer. So
Yes.
that sounds awesome.
I think I like I know I've been shitting on all of the major actors, but I really like this group of actors, and
Me too.
I think I think it's a good balance of like their different levels of fame and their talent, and I do want to see this. It's nothing like crazy. It's not a crazy idea or
Mhm.
concept for a movie, but it's something that's fun and something that I do want to sit down and watch. It just seems like a fun watch.
Me too.
Yeah.
And why don't we just get straight to the moment we've all been waiting for? Real Talk Weekly's #1 movie pick of the week. Regretting You is hitting theaters in a mere 4 days on October 24th. This is a Colleen Hoover book coming to life in a movie, as the last movie we saw from her didn't get great reviews. Did you guys tune in to her past novel, and It Ends With Us, with Blake Lively? And
I was gonna say I wasn't interested.
it got such terrible reviews. I
Yeah.
wonder how this one will turn out. But for fans of Colleen Hoover, the cast and production claim to stay true to the spirit of the book while reaching a broader audience. That's the reason why I'm so akin to talking about this movie. But anyways, that wraps up Real Talk Weekly for this week. Thank you guys for all tuning in. And don't forget to grab tickets to any of these films, but especially our number one selection, Regretting You. I'll see you next week with Roopika and Caroline when we break down our top 5 movie takes of next week. Grab your popcorn, keep it hot, and your movie take strong.